very strategic and block them from gaining insight into your market and gaining a hold on your market. And my favorite part of this whole thing is that it's completely malleable, right? Anything that you want to do, you can do. If you have a very small company, that's okay. You can put a budget cap, you can put a volume cap. If you want to spend $100 a month, you can. If you want to target one zip code, you can. If you want to do a content display network campaign because you're focused on branding and you want your logo, as we learned are so important, to appear on Forbes' website, thereby getting that subconscious connection that yes, these people are a legitimate business venture, you can do that. Anything you want to do, you can do it. It's amazing. And it's just going to get better as time goes on. I get so excited about this stuff because it really does inspire me. It's crazy what you can do right now online. So we were talking about search engine marketing, but what is it really? It's a modern marketing technique whereby the results pages in search engines such as Google or Bing can be used by organizations to highlight their product or services to a uniquely interested and qualified market. There are two real segments of search engine marketing. PPC, pay-per-click advertising, utilizes auction systems like Google's AdWords in order to achieve high rankings in search engine results pages, thereby putting themselves in prime position to reach their consumers. Using pay-per-click advertising in conjunction with the next thing we're going to talk about, I have been able to reach, I can't tell you exactly how many because of non-disclosure agreements, but let's just say millions of leads have been generated using this. Hundreds of millions of people have seen our website using paid search marketing, and we did it with ROI in mind. So if we wanted revenue, we could get revenue. If we wanted profit, we can cater to the market. If we wanted volume, hey, let's spend $1 million and get 100 million people to the site. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And then SEO, search engine optimization, is basically ensuring that your website is built and managed in such a way that the organization is laid out properly both in the coding and on the site so that it's compliant with the algorithms. Because if the algorithm can't find your site, it doesn't matter how many people are searching for you. And what are search engine marketing experts, if not navigators, creating a pathway between the consumer and your site? SEO and paid search are the tools that we utilize in order to do that. And you cannot have a good paid search platform without a good SEO platform. Because SEO lends to your quality score of your website, and Google algorithms look at your quality score before serving your ad because they want you to be a resource because they're recommending you. Full circle. So here's how it works. And you've probably all seen this, and I was thinking, what could we use as an example? There'd probably be a brown podium in the room, and lo and behold, we've got a brown podium right there. So it worked out. Someone goes online and says, hey, I want a brown podium. An ad impression occurs. This is called an impression anytime someone sees your ad. Organic would be down here. The top three, as well as all the ones along the side, are paid clicks, meaning people are in an auction saying, I'm willing to spend anywhere from 5 cents to infinity in order for someone to get that click. And then you got someone like me behind the scenes saying, okay, that worked, that didn't work. We can invest this much for a 10% profit margin, or lower the rankings, get this much volume, and get a 50% profit. Whatever you want, you can do it. I think I beat the horse on that one. I won't say it again. Someone clicks on it, and then they land on your landing page. That's the first page they see on your site. And then hopefully, if you've done it properly, the desired action that you want occurs. In our business, and I'm speaking of Bankrate, I'm the director of search engine marketing at present for Bankrate Insurance. Our desired action is we want you to fill out a lead form so that we can connect you with an insurance agent. So we optimize our ads accordingly, we optimize our landing pages accordingly, and we achieve very successful conversion rates. If you're selling something, you can do the same thing. If you're looking to brand, you can have a very, very strong branding platform. Pretty much any action you want, you can optimize to make that happen. And here are some best practices, and I'm going to give you paid search because this is something you can build tonight and turn on tomorrow and get traffic immediately. I think the last test we did, we had 100 clicks to the website within 5 minutes, and we had to turn it off because the guy didn't want that much volume. And that's a bit of an arbitrary funny story. He didn't want the volume. Best practices, target market research. Understand what the people are looking for before you even build a website. Because the content you put on there, the way you build it, is going to have to cater to that market if you want to be seen as a resource for it. Test. They touched on it earlier. Test. Use different match types if you're doing paid search. There are 3 different match match types. There's broad match, which is kind of like a big net. Brown podiums, do you want to buy brown podiums? Do you want to learn how to build brown podiums? What do you want to do with brown podiums? Brown podiums is a very broad term. Phrase match, meaning that keyword brown podiums was used somewhere in the search query. I want brown podiums, your ad would trigger. And then exact match, I just want brown podiums, the keyword to trigger this ad. And if you're really good and you were selling brown podiums, your exact match would be buy brown podiums online. Right, that would be your exact match keyword. And then you want highly targeted ad text. So whatever your keyword is, you want it in the ad, you want it very targeted. If you want to buy a brown podium, we sell brown podiums. Here's how much they are. Click on us today. And that goes into the next thing, compelling info and a call to action. A lot of ads don't have this online, and so they don't achieve high click-through rates. You need to have compelling info that's different than everyone else in the search engine results page. And you need to have a call to action, whether it be visit us now, click today. If you're doing a mobile campaign, you can put click to call. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that ad. And it's also very good for branding, because even if they don't click on your ad, if they keep seeing you pop up, subconsciously they're going to remember your name. And we do that a lot, actually. It wouldn't be a stretch for you to put in an insurance-related keyword and see 4 of my properties pop up with different ad text, because I might want you to be branded with one, I might want you to click on another, and I might be blocking a competitor with another one. There's a lot you can do. And then a highly targeted landing page. Whatever the keyword is, the landing page has to relate to it exactly if you want a good quality score, and if you want them to click through or do whatever action you desire. Right, so optimize for desired action, right? They come to the page, they like the content. You create a flow for that user so that they go down and do exactly what you want. It helps them at the same time, and it's efficient. People don't want to be online for a long time. That's why we don't go to the yellow pages. We go to Google because we want to be done in 5 minutes. And then tracking implementation. I cannot stress this enough. Monitor success and ROI. You can track sales back to a specific keyword and know that if this keyword generated 100,000 clicks or 5,000 clicks, this is how much we made on that keyword. And you can compare it. You can optimize it for whatever metric you want. If you want to go negative on the margin for volume, you can do that. If you want to increase profit, you can do that. Track everything. And if you have good relationships with your partners in business, you can put what's called a tracking pixel on their website and track them through their funnel map. So you know that of all the people that came onto my website looking for brown podiums, and we sold them one, and then we told Laughlin and Associates that this guy wants to start a brown podium business, and he went to their site and then signed up. We know that we're sending him a successful business, and we know that it's mutually beneficial, and we can prove that. Okay, and then test everything, because this process is never ending. Once you come through the funnel, you start again at the top, and you do it again, and then you do it again, and you innovate, and you keep doing it. So what's next? I hope that in this brief time I have stressed to you that search engine marketing is paramount. We really have experienced the communication renaissance. It's a new age for marketing, and it's going to keep growing. 11 billion searches were done on Google in May of 2012. 11 billion. 111 million people watched the Super Bowl, and people were spending $2 million to have a 30-second commercial. You can't track it. They might be a captive audience, but they're definitely solicited, and they're not really uniquely qualified. So you can see how this is valuable. So once you get the search engine marketing done, they find your site, what's next? What do we do after we gain the consumer? And I think Jeff, who's one of the smartest guys I know, is going to come back up and discuss this. So thanks for your time. I'll be around for questions.
Okay, so now that we've got the customers, what do we do with them? We use them social media. Social media is like an ongoing network event that never, ever, ever stops. And by being engaged online and being engaged in social media, you have the ability to go find the 2.5% innovators, the early adopters. You can find people that are talking about what you desire and what your why is. So social networks, this is going to be 10 reasons why social networking and social media is really important. Because social networking is the most popular online activity in the world. And its behavior both transcends and reflects regional differences around the world. The importance of Facebook cannot be overstated. microblogging has emerged as a disruptive new force in social networking. Local social networks are making inroads globally. And it's not just young people using social networks anymore, it's everyone. Digital natives suggest that communications are going social, and social networking leads in online display advertising but lags in the share of dollars. So that means that more people are seeing these impressions with the social because more people are using it. However, people aren't necessarily responding to the ads that are on social websites. And the next disruptors have yet to be cited. And mobile devices are fueling the social addiction. Here are the top 5 social networks. I have Pinterest at the top right now. They don't have the most amount of users. However, they are driving the most amount of traffic nowadays to a person's website. When they grab your image, they utilize your link to your website from that image, and then when you repin these things, then you have more inbound links, and there's more ways for people to come back to your site at a faster rate. Facebook has overall the largest amount of users. Twitter is next. YouTube has 800 million unique visitors monthly. That could be me on my mobile device, my tablet, my desktop, somebody else's desktop. So that number is really, we have to figure out what that is. And then Google Plus right now is at 250 million users. However, Google Plus has integrated a lot of their services into their platform, which is, I believe, is going to drive a lot of people to Google Plus. So it is something to watch. Google Places is on there, which is your business website that they give you. Right now they're giving free business websites through Google Places, and everybody will drive there. The most important part about social networking is social engagement. As you would do at any networking event, you're going to go talk to people. You're obviously there because you have some sort of common interest, and you're going to communicate with these people. Social networking allows you to create this engagement with your consumer, and when they are on your website, they like your page, or maybe they retweeted something that you tweeted, you can create a conversation with them. And this is building the relationship and the rapport for future interactions between them. So what is the goal of engagement? The goal of engagement is to build that relationship. Your customer is no longer just somebody that comes and goes. It's somebody that consistently can come back to and you can communicate directly with. It's somebody that's going in the future to be looking for you to use social media to answer their questions or answer their problems. If they have an issue with your business, they're going to use social media to get that issue out and the public will see it. And if you're not interacting, then people will not see what you're doing. So to wrap this up, we believe to scream your why. If you remember, Shane talked about the megaphone and your why. Well, your how and your what comes through with social media, and you can see the different ways with the website, with the mobile app, with Facebook, with Pinterest. These are the things that will put you together with marketing through pay-per-click as well, and through social media and through online advertising. They will hear you. And we'll bring Robert back up to conclude with us. And
all right, in conclusion, Capital Consulting Firm, we've built a vehicle to put your business on the fast track to success in the information age. But not only that, we're going to install a navigation system in this vehicle. By virtue of your own why, this navigation system will keep you on track on the long-term road of sustainable success by attracting those who believe what you believe. And here at Capital Consulting Firm, we all believe that money is the byproduct of service to others, and that you get more by giving, you gain more by building. And if you wish to achieve greatness, help others achieve greatness. So we look forward to working with you and helping you succeed. Thank you. We'll be staying back here, so anyone who wants to talk to Laughlin, with Larry and Maria, Tina, any of us, anything that is interests you and that can help your business, more than happy to work with you. Thank you. Okay, and actually real quick, who here did not get a raffle ticket?